just want to take a few minutes to kind of discuss who this Andrew Clyde person is. He's currently a rep at the House of Representatives in D.C., representing one of the districts here in Georgia. Now, with that, let's start with the basics. If we go to just his normal Wikipedia page, let's just see. Alright, cool. Yeah, went to the Navy and ROTC, cool. 28 years. Here's the main thing I am concerned about. He owns an armory. And we know that. Even more so, because if we pull up the actual corporation, it is registered correctly to him. Now, if we look at how he's voted historically, as far as weapons are concerned, there was a bipartisan Safer Communities Act, which does put on a general sense of gun control, as far as, hey, making background checks more in depth, as well as providing, everybody wants to say it's a mental health issue, and so it wants to expand mental health resources. And if we just take a quick peek, let's see. How did he vote on this? Oh, right. Because he owns a gun store, he has a direct stake in this. Alright, well, he is a veteran, right? Cool. He was a commander, relatively high-ranking officer. So, let's see. Let's look at the PACT Act, right? Which its main purpose being expanding VA healthcare for individuals that were exposed to various chemical agents within the military. And it is specifically chemicals that are known to cause cancer. And so, okay, let's go into the actions real quick. Just take a quick peek, see. Let's go ahead and the House roll call. Alright, let's see. What's the latest thing that's happened? Alright, it was right here. This was back in 2022. Yep, right here. At 11:02 a.m. Let's see, how did he vote on this one? Oh, right, he voted against giving veterans health care. Got it. Well, with this whole abortion issue and how big of an impact that is having, let's see, the Abortion Justice Act of 2023, it's just making sure that, hey, you can't, states cannot prevent people from going somewhere else to receive health care. Right, that's it. That's all it's doing. It's literally just, if you happen to travel state lines, or across state lines, and receive any, abortion-related health care. Let's see. How did he vote against it? Oh, right, no. Because, yeah, that totally checks out. And, all this is getting pulled straight from the House's website. This is all open. We can find these things. But okay, let's see who funds him. Okay, let's see. Okay, the House Freedom Fund is one of his main contributors. Alright, so the House Freedom Fund. Let's see the type of people that they like to sponsor. Okay. Oh, look, there's old Bo Bear. Like, some of these individuals are definitely more the extreme side. But you know what? Okay, let's see who else is. Okay. I mean, there's Siphon Logistics, which, by the name, all they do is trucking related stuff. So let's see. As far as who they donated to, we've got, yep, Clyde. Buddy Carter. Now let's see. Who is Buddy Carter? Alright, he's somebody who... Yep, there's this picture. Now let's see his political positions. Alright. Against marijuana legalization. Okay, cool. Which we know this whole thing is... That's not how things work, but okay, cool. Wants to repeal the ACA, because naturally. Now, this one's actually makes sense, okay? If this is all that was in said bill. To let immigrants serve the U.S. military in exchange for residency. Checks out. It's already a thing. I know that because, you know, I served with people who did that exact thing. Let's see. Oh, yep, right. You shouldn't be allowed to be gay. Cool. So, like, overall, this dude is nuts. And voted against certifying the election in 2020 because, you know, heaven forbid they lose. But alright, cool. Let's look at who else he's got. He's got, okay, the National Auto Dealers Association. Now let's see, who are they? Okay, this is the LD2 form. Right, it's a lobbying report. So let's see what they support. Specific lobbying issues. Okay, there's no bill on that, so cool. Autonomous vehicle legislation. Okay. Checks out if they're a place that sells cars. Yeah, that checks out. You know, wanted to prevent catalytic converters being stolen. Let's see. Yeah. Like all this makes it. Oh wait, they want to get rid of right to repair. Yeah, because that takes money out of their pocket. Heaven forbid people, you know, fix their own stuff. But all right, neat. Now, here's some of the things that are definitely a bit interesting. They really want to repeal estate and generation skipping transfer taxes. So, any sort of estate tax they want to get rid of, like a major inheritance, right? Like, you know, you get a $400 million inheritance. They're saying that shouldn't be touched at all, which the average family isn't going to have some crazy exorbitant amount. This mostly only affects people that are, you know, have generational wealth being passed down. Right. Makes sense because want to make sure that their people get to keep all their money, not, you know, help support anyone else. All right, let's move on to the next one, which is this cross Potomac or Potomac. All right, this one right here. And like for the most part, this actually seems okay, right? Like if from what I can find initially with as far as looking for stuff related to their specific lobbying issue, like checks out. It seems relatively normal. And then let's not forget, oh, Daniel Defense LLC. That's an. Oh right, they make weapons. They work with weapons, right? Like, oh no, heaven forbid there's actual like gun control. Like, who the hell needs an AR, man? Nobody needs it. You don't go hunting with an AR. Right? Like, why do you need to be able to sling rounds that quickly? Especially that many rounds. It starts to get a bit much. But overall, Andrew Clyde is not somebody who really cares for veterans, doesn't care for women's bodily autonomy, and yeah, just overall, it seems like he hates us that live here, because this area has a lot of immigrants who, you know, work a lot of these factory jobs that weren't being filled. So that would have caused prices to go up, but instead they're able to get relatively cheap labor because nobody was working there anyway. And so it isn't really causing a major issue, and is actually helping keep prices low, which allows the average American to be able to afford, you know, basic groceries and whatnot, because prices are being helped like keep lower. But oh well, what can we do, right? We're just, let's just say if you're in Georgia within Andrew Clyde's district, you should not be voting for this man.